Hey, what's up guys? I'm Rishi. I'm one of your activities commissioners this year, and a while ago we put out a question survey on our Instagram page at Charlie the Charger. Ad is right here. Make sure you go and follow. After you guys sent all these questions in, ASB took some time to make sure we got the facts straight, because we really wanted to make sure you guys had all the information about the situation at hand. Also, we're very glad a lot of you guys decided to send in some questions about student advice and school advice. So we made sure to answer those questions as well. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Okay, so for the first question, we're going to be starting with what's going to happen with events like homecoming and fantastics. So we can't make any promises just because the situation with COVID is completely out of our hands. But assuming that we do go back second semester, we are planning on having a homecoming at the beginning of January when football season also starts, and then fantastics right after that. So things are going to be a little bit on a time crunch just because we're trying to fit like all these first semester events into second semester, and it's a lot. So assuming that we can keep everything safe and regulated and the school allows us to, that is the situation with homecoming for now. But again, ASB, we can't make any promises. It's just we can only compensate and be hopeful for the future. So yeah.
Hey guys, it's Olivia, and the question I'll be answering is, will there be yearbooks this year? So yes, there will be yearbooks this year. Yearbook already has a theme set, and so they're hoping for the same content as they've had previous years. And so that's why the price will be the same. And Mr. Burkhead is the new yearbook advisor in this year. So he's asking that you guys send photos from Spirit Weeks or future events, anything that you have from the school year. Just send it to this email right here, and it'll be much appreciated. And so if you have any more questions, you can either contact a yearbook member or you can contact an ASB member or me. It doesn't matter. But yeah, thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Anandita and I'll be answering the question, what are our plans for graduation this year? Currently, graduation for the class of 2021 is planned to take place in person on Wednesday, June 2nd, 2021. The ceremony will take place on Wilcox's brand new football field at 6 p.m. Mass, social distancing, and limited attendance, and along with other guidelines, may be enforced to keep us all safe.
Will we have winter ball this year? It sucks, but due to the coronavirus, we're all not in school. But ASB would like to put on a formal dance as soon as possible and as soon as it's safe for everyone.
Hey, what's up guys? Okay, yeah, so a question that we've been getting a lot is, will we have events like homecoming and prom during second semester? And honestly, it mostly depends on if we have a second semester or not. So if we do have a second semester, then the events will be back to back and it'll be a really fun semester. But if we don't, then we're not going to have the event.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Rishi, and a question we've been getting this year is, do you know when we'll be back at school and move away from distance learning? So right now, we're really hoping that we can get back into school as soon as possible. And the earliest that would happen is the beginning of next semester, which is January 5th. But it's kind of up in the air right now, and depending on how things go, it will move later or maybe not happen at all. But yeah, the earliest it would happen is January 5th.
Yo, what's up? My name is Daniel, and a common question you guys have been asking is, when will sports be starting? And if there is going to be sports, will visitors be able to come spectate and watch? And to answer that question, there's going to be two sports seasons this year. One that's going to start in December and another that's going to start in February. They'll be in the description below, so you can check those out. And then for visitors wise, there's most likely going to be no visitors allowed at these conventions or like sports, like games. So yeah, that kind of sucks because we miss out on a lot of fun games that we have at Wilcox. But we can't do much, so we're doing the best we can.
So how can we earn volunteer hours? There's many organizations that are still open. For me, a few weeks ago, I volunteered at Second Harvest Food Bank, and I handed out food for people who drove through in their cars, and you just put it in the back seat or the trunk. And everyone has masks on, they social distance, there's hand sanitizer, and you wear gloves. So you can either do that or you can package the food. There's always relief organizations that are looking for volunteers, so it's a great way to help out your community. If you just search up the name, like Second Harvest Food Bank on like the internet, you'll find their website, and there's always shifts and locations that need volunteers. So it's a great way to help out the community.
Hey guys, my name is Jizzy and I'm one of your club commissioners on ASB. So one of your guys' questions was, can clubs still be made right now and how? So my answer to that is yes, of course clubs can still be made right now. We are actually accepting a lot of new clubs this school year, and we always welcome, the new clubs because we want to encourage involvement and inclusion at Wilcox. If you happen to want to start a new club, just hit me or Olivia up because we can give you the rundown, we can give you the details, and after that you'll be asked to email Miss Lash or Miss McDonald, because from there they can give you like the official paperwork, which includes like the constitution and the petition. And after that, then you'll come to ASB during 4th period via Google Meet, and you'll present to us. It's not a huge presentation, don't worry about it. We're not scary people. And after that, then ASB will discuss amongst ourselves about your club, and we will speak to you in a couple of days, and let you know the results. It's actually not a huge process, so don't be scared. If you want to start a new club, do it. Do it.
Our next question is, will there be virtual events for the student body during the first semester? To which the answer is absolutely yes. There's going to be a lot of virtual events that we're going to be having over the next few months. We just concluded a Spirit Week a few weeks ago, so that would give you a pretty good idea of what these events would look like during lockdown. And we have a number of ones coming up. We just implemented freshman lunchtime hangouts that are happening every Tuesday and Thursday during lunchtime. We're having another Spirit Week during the week of Halloween, and many more. We don't have a definitive schedule, but we are certainly planning a lot of events. And the best way to keep up to date and know about how to participate and look through these events is your Charlie the Charger Instagram page and your class council pages. So make sure you take a look at those so you know what events are coming up and how to participate so you can take advantage of them.
Just because school is online right now doesn't mean that you can't continue to stay involved. Join a new club. We have over 60 on campus, and every week ASB is approving more. In addition, look out for emails and newsletters regarding school events and decisions. Plus, you can participate in Spirit Weeks, online challenges and events, and you can even go to a PTSA meeting to see what's going on. Information regarding school-related activities can be found on @CharlieTheCharger, our Instagram page, or on School Loop the closer we get. Plus, keep updated with our class council accounts, which can be found on Instagram, to see what your individual class is planning. Online school can be tough, but there's so many opportunities to get involved with it. Bye!
Hi, I'm Thomas, and someone asked, where can we get books other than the textbooks and the required reading from the library? So if you want to get books outside of class for your own pleasure, and if you want to read on your own, then you'd have to contact Miss Smoot. Her email is going to be in the description, and you can contact her for the library hours where you can come in and grab your book.
Hi guys, Gabby here, and I'm going to be answering the question of how students can confront their mental health during distance learning. So I myself face a variety of different mental health challenges, so I'm just going to be kind of sharing tips that I feel like have bettered my mental health instead of bringing it down. The first being staying informed at a healthy pace, making sure that I'm not always constantly watching the news or reading a crazy amount of articles to see what's going on in our world today, because it feels extremely overwhelming, and I have slowly realized that those articles will be there tomorrow, so I don't need to freak out and read it as soon as it comes out because it'll still be there, and to definitely give myself that kind of break. Second would be to create kind of this routine, meaning like when I get up in the morning, I wash my face, I try to grab a little bit of food before class starts, and doing small, simple things like that really helps to keep my motivation up throughout the day. Third would be to socialize. I know it's extremely difficult not being face-to-face with someone, but simple things like texting my friends, calling or FaceTiming my friends and family, or even just scrolling on social media and like seeing my friends' posts. I feel like still having that socializing aspect is extremely helpful for my mental health. Fourth is to make sure that when I'm on these electronics all day, that I have different activities to kind of replace the electronic usage, if that makes sense. Meaning like, I shouldn't be on electronics all day, and there are so many different activities that I could be doing instead of that. Some being, I like to write in a journal, I like to paint, I enjoy listening to music, I sometimes go on a run. The key word in that was sometimes. I also tried learning a new language, but there are so many other amazing activities that you could do that don't require a screen. So thanks for listening to that long ramble of my tips and tricks.
What is one thing you wish you knew when entering high school or starting school? Okay. You should definitely stop worrying about how other people view you. Like, I know it's really difficult because like you're like, oh, how is this person gonna think of me if I do this? Or like, am I gonna fit into a specific friend group if I do this, or if I show my interest in this? Honestly, whatever. Like, you should be friends with people that share the same interests as you, and you should always hang out with people that accept you for who you are. You should never, ever, ever fake a personality trait or an interest just to fit in with a specific group, because in the long run, you are not going to be happy, and you're going to be like so stressed trying to keep up with such a facade. Yeah, and it's just not going to be fun. And also, like, in your grade, or maybe, yeah, in your grade, there is around 400, 500, even like 600 students for freshmen. So if you meet some person, you don't really click, then move on. There's so many other people there. Sometimes when one door closes, another one opens. So that basically says that if you don't meet someone, or like if you encounter someone that isn't really someone that you want to be near or like hang out with, there's always another person you can meet. There's always someone out there who will accept you for who you are. I know this sounds really hard and cliche, but I've been there before too, so I completely understand how you feel pressured to be like the people around you, but then what's the fun in that? You're not special, you're not unique. And you should always, always stay true to yourself when making friends, because that's how you make the best friends. That's how you keep long-lasting friendships.
What's up, Wilcox? It's Mateo here, and my question was, what is one thing that you wish you knew before going into high school? So, one thing that I wish I knew before going into high school was making every moment count. You know, our high school experiences are going to fly by in a heartbeat, so don't hesitate to get involved. 2020 has been a dark year to say the least, so really make it memorable for you. And yes, because we're in a pandemic and life has slowed down and our opportunities to get involved have become limited, always stay positive and always look forward to a better tomorrow. You know, you always want to make your high school experience memorable because you only get one. So make the most of it and always stay positive. You guys are going to kill it this year, I just know it. And never stop the grind, never give up, and always look for a better tomorrow and always have an optimistic mindset. You guys have a great and amazing year.
Hi, my name is Caleb Shee. I'm a senior this year and I'm the Spirit Commissioner on ASB. Today, I'll be giving my take on whether underclassmen should be worried about standardized testing and college essays. So for standardized testing, I don't think underclassmen should worry too much in general. I know most of the material on the tests will be taught in your freshman year and your sophomore year. So I think instead focusing your energy on retaining the material is more important so that you don't have to relearn it later on. I know especially the English grammar rules and the analysis is very helpful on the tests. And I know for both the ACT and the SAT, the math goes up the trig. So chances are in your freshman year or your sophomore year, you're going to be taking a math that is covered on the test. So yeah, even if it doesn't seem like it, you're actually kind of preparing for the test by just focusing in these classes. For those that are really ambitious, which I'm sure a lot of you are, I think a good time you can start early to study for these tests is the back end of your sophomore year. By that time, I'm sure most of the material will be taught and you can kind of ease into studying. Using the summer between your sophomore year and junior year is a great time to using the summer between your summer between your sophomore year and your junior year is also a great time to start studying. And junior year is when you start testing and keep studying if needed. Okay, college essays. As another classmate, I don't think you should worry too much about college essays. I think essays are about your experiences in high school, and I think you should only start your essays after you've gone through those experiences. I know a lot of people might want to rush these experiences or kind of force them, but I think it's important that you make these experiences as genuine as possible. I'd say instead of worrying about your standardized testing or your college essays in your underclassmen years, it's important to find something that you're passionate about and try to gain experiences in these things, whether it be a career that you might go in or a potential major that you might choose. It's important to try to find what you like and try to just create experiences doing what you like. And don't worry if you aren't able to find something that you're really passionate about. Obviously it's a very big step, but you'll have plenty of time later on to continue finding what you're passionate about. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you.
If you're wondering on how to keep and maintain good study habits throughout the year, I think the best way is going to be to know yourself, to be confident, and learning how to take a break. If you know yourself academically, then you're going to know which subjects that you thrive at and which subjects that you struggle at. And so when you start studying or when you start doing homework, or it may not be after school or later after practice, then you can start focusing on the ones that you struggle at so you have more time, rather than when you do the ones that you're good at and you finish them quickly and you're stressing out or staying up late doing the ones that you struggle at. And the second option, or the second step in my mind, is to be confident. Studying is somewhat like a muscle. If you keep on just piling on the workouts all in 1 hour and you do 4 workouts, you might get injured and you'll have a higher probability of getting injured. And in my opinion, if you do so many practice problems, there's to a point where it becomes redundant and you're kind of just going through the motions and you're wasting time. So if you just become confident in your ability and you're confident that, I know this now, then you shouldn't really waste time and doing a lot more useless practice problems. And finally, learning how to take a break is super important, because not everyone, if anyone, can study for 6 or to 7 or even 8 hours after school or even after a practice. So if you just keep your time or take a break after 30 minutes, after an hour, or after you finish like 2 assignments, then your mind just has that reset and it's going to tackle the next assignment or the next subject a lot better than you did if you're just marathoning it out. So definitely make sure to know yourself academically, to be confident, and to learn how to take a break. You're welcome.
I'm a transfer student, or I am new to this school district. How can I get more comfortable with the environment and make new friends? Okay, so obviously I'm gonna say something different than what the norm is, because the norm is like, go talk to your classmates, or like talk to that kid across the hall, but now that it's online, especially for freshmen and transfer students, I completely understand how difficult this is, because this is already plenty hard in person, and it's even hard online when you don't have anything to connect yourself with those people. One thing you should definitely keep in mind is you shouldn't be afraid to talk to new people. You yourself, because you're a transfer, you have to take the initiative to go and meet new people. And on a virtual setting, it's the same thing as well. This is just a suggestion, but maybe when you're online or you're in a Google Meet and you're working on a group presentation, or maybe you're in a breakout room and then you're working with someone who you think is like a good person, someone you would actually enjoy talking to, don't be afraid to ask, like turn on your mic and you can be like, oh hey, can I have your Instagram or your Snapchat, because it would be great if we could be friends. I know it'd be really awkward, but like let's be honest, you're not gonna see this person like for another semester, right? So if it doesn't turn out well, it doesn't turn out well, but at least you tried. You took the initiative to make a friend, and that is what is really important, because a lot of transfer students are really scared to make a new move on like making friends and like getting into the community. Obviously don't like hit them up right away, because it's like kind of awkward, but maybe like after like a few times of like working with them. Obviously I would suggest starting off a conversation, maybe talking about like common interest or like schoolwork and like asking for homework and stuff. Like lead it up so it's not just like, oh hey, let's be friends, and the other person's like, what? Why? You know what I mean? Like just ease it in. Don't be like too forward, but also don't be like too scared to do anything, because remember, like making friends and like getting adapted to the situation is all on you. Like it depends on your efforts how far you're gonna make it and how many friends you're gonna be with, or like it depends on your actions, like how your social life goes, and that is really important for you to remember. So don't be scared, just do it.
Hi guys, I'm Julia. I'm on ASB this year, and my question is regarding if you're a transfer student at Wilcox and you want to get more familiarized with the environment and make new friends. And my biggest piece of advice would be to join clubs or sports and get involved in a community that shares similar interests with you, and just be authentic in doing that. And I think that you'll make a lot of new friends. And my second piece of advice is to follow all class social medias like Charlie the Charger and any class accounts, so then you can see if your council is planning any big upcoming events or just what other people are up to, and stay connected. Yeah, thank you so much. I hope you guys all have an amazing year and stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.